So I'm putting this car on coilovers, not to go crazy low, but just to replace suspension and have it look a little better, go a little bit lower. And with the max speeding rods coilovers, it has the spacer for the EKs, and it's really tight in the fork and on the coil. So you can't you have to leave this hanging a little bit off and then have the fork in the car, because if it's a unit already, like if it's all together, you can't fit it in. So I figured I would just kind of come on here and explain / show you that. So I'm gonna get the fork in place, and same thing with the coil, and then I'll restart. All right, so I'm kind of figuring this out as we go too, but I've got the top, there's 2 bolts on top, and they are just finger tight. Nothing like, you don't want it too tight because it's still got to be able to work with you a little bit. And then this works pretty well on the other side, so I'm gonna hope it does over here too. And take you a fine tuning hammer, and you're gonna hit the bottom of the forks. You want to do it even, just as even as you can. And then you can kind of see it started on there, those last couple hits. So what I'm gonna do is get better angle here and just kind of tap her in. Getting there. Yep, and you can see that is about there, and we're pretty well lined up. So we should be able to get our bolt threaded through here, but you just gotta get it lined up. Actually, I think we'll go on this side. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And get her lined up, and if it needs a little persuasion, you can always use that same hammer. Just make sure that you are lined up and you're not beating the hell out of the bolt. But you can see, just tapped it and then pushed it right through. You got 17mm nut to go on the other end of it, and then I don't have my tools over here, but all you need is either a 17mm wrench and 17mm socket, one on each side, tighten up. 14mm for this bolt, which goes in the back of the fork, should be that direction. And that's pretty much that. Tighten everything up, don't forget the top bolts, put the wheels on, adjust as needed, and you're good to go. So I already got the rear shocks out. As you can see, I disconnected the entire lower control arm there, and it makes it a hell of a lot easier. And then install is super simple with this. You literally, well, you're gonna wanna put it over that first, and then up in those holes like so. And then what I'm gonna do is put the jack to support the control arm, which will hold up the spring. Then I'm gonna go up top, just finger tight the nuts, and then get all this connected again down here, and then we'll be in good shape.